mine, or was it just a dream? Are you good for me? Way too good to be everything I need. Are you good for me? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Are you really mine? Or was it just a dream? Are you good for me? Way too good to be everything I need. Are you good for me? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Don't you be calling if you can be mine. I don't wanna break my own heart. You got me falling, I can't see, I'm blind. Sure, you just go back to the start. Nothing I need, nothing I want other than you, babe. Can you be honest with me? Love me or don't, you have it your way. Nothing I need, nothing I want other than you, babe. Can you be honest with me? Love me or don't, you have it your way. Are you really mine, or was it just a dream? Are you good for me? Way too good to be everything I need. Are you good for me? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Would you be there? Would you be there? Baby, would you be there? Was it just a dream? Was it just a dream? Just a dream? Was it just a dream? Was it just a dream? Just a dream? Was it just a dream? Was it just a dream? Just a dream? Was it just a dream?
So tonight with this, what we're doing here and all getting together, we have to realize that, well, this is special. So tonight with this, what we're doing here and all getting together, realize that, well, this is special.
I've teamed up with the Mining Disrupt crew to help spread the word about one of the biggest crypto mining events of the year, Mining Disrupt 2026 in Miami, Florida on July 21st through July 23rd. Beginners, home crypto miners, mid-size farm operators, full-scale operators, everyone comes together under one roof in Miami. Expect major hardware launches, industry-leading speakers, creator meetups, and amazing after parties every single night. Tickets are on sale right now and use the code HOBBYISTMINER for 20% off. Link in the video description or scan this QR code. See you in Miami in July. morning. Good morning. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for coming to hang out with me today on your Thursday morning. Oh, I guess it depends where you are, right? But Thursday morning here on the East Coast in Pennsylvania. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. Quick sound check. Just let me know, guys. Mic sounds good. Always like to start things off to make sure before we get too far into things. And it's like, hey, we couldn't hear you. Your mic didn't sound good. It's too quiet. It's too loud. So I want to make sure we take care of that right away. So let me know in chat. That would be absolutely awesome. But thanks for coming to hang out early morning. You know, this is our new Thursday morning time. This is our second morning, our Thursday morning, about 9 a.m., which is absolutely awesome. Patrick Murphy coming in, got you up in the background at work. Make sure you put me up on that big TV. All right, Patrick Murphy. Do appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for coming to hang out, though. But yeah, 9 a.m. is our new Thursday morning. We're going to continue about 12:30 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. Just allows us to tap into some different time zones, some different audience members, which I think is always good, right? It's always frustrating to want to be more a part of a community, wanting to tune into live streams and just never having the opportunity to, because maybe you're across the pond, or you're over in Australia with like a huge, massive time difference, or Japan, and you just can't tune into the live streams when they're in the middle of the afternoon or at night. So this hopefully works out for you guys, which is really, really good. So we are live for about an hour and a half, and I got like 3 major things to jump into today, which I think will be a lot of fun. So first one, which will be cool. Well, first off, you have to grab some coffee. Got to clear my throat there. A little Bitcoin coffee here. This is the end of cup 1, you know, don't go crazy. The end of cup 1 here. These are the big 20-ounce mugs I sell in my merch store. They're huge, but does the trick, right? Does the trick. All right, got that out of the way. We finished cup number 1. We are ready to start our day, getting off on the right foot with a little coffee. My wife actually bought me for Father's Day she got like a care package. One of the things she got me was actually Death Wish. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. Death Wish coffee. Not sure which style of blend is your favorite. I'm more of just like a traditional regular, like looking at like breakfast blend. I like more of the light roast, but I don't put any sugars or anything in mine. It's just literally like I just do a little whole milk now, a little bit of whole milk, coffee. That's it. That's how we go. Head size mug is a good start. Yeah, right. There you go. Morning. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Nice and early crew here. Not the normies, which is great. Fully Electric is here. Nick decided to get his ass out of bed. And the truth is, he only got out of bed this early in the morning, not because he wanted to be here, but because he has a package coming. Don't let him lie to you. What's up, Fully Electric? Thanks for coming in early. Got a meeting coming up, but thanks for tuning in. Do appreciate that. Scorpion Kingdom is here. What's up, man? Been active recently in the Discord. EP3518 coming in. What's up, everyone? We got Jamie Davis. Thank you. Coming in from France. First time live. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. The King 60 is here. Automatic Beats always coming in. He never misses a live stream. Bauer is here, and also Steven. Thank you guys very much for being members of the channel. I actually just recorded a members video. I'm going to be dropping it on Sunday. It's ready to go. Which is awesome, which is always fantastic. All right, Bare Naked Miner is here. Heck yeah, man. He is like Mining King's brother. Looks exactly like Mining King's brother. Absolutely, 100%. Light Roast has the most caffeine. Okay, we need to go as light as possible. Light as possible then, absolutely. He is on the mining event. I am. So that's a perfect segue, Joker. So I wanted to show you guys real quick here. So let me see if we're on the right screen. Cool. So those of you guys that have followed the channel, I did a video a little while back on burst Bitcoin mining. And let's just break this down at a very high level. We're going to get into 3 different things. This is one of them today. We got a giveaway coming up here in a minute, guys. So hang tight. For those of you guys in chat, you guys are the only ones that can win. So make sure you hang tight. But Lucky is a platform that allows you to rent solo Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash hash rate at like week, month, and year intervals, really big intervals in there. And instead of mining or like renting massive hash rate, it is smaller amount of hash rates for longer periods of time. And then the way it works is let's say you rent a terahash for 1 year or for 1 month, whatever. It may be at 1 terahash. It might go to 0, but then it also might go to 200 terahash or 100 terahash or 50 terahash. It really varies. That's that burst kind of mechanic in there. And so there's all different opportunities. It's actually really, really cool. I have a whole video on this. If one of the moderators has time, please link it in chat. But that being said, they have an event today, and I got in on it. I haven't gotten in on any of these power mining events yet. And I got in here. What is this at the top? This isn't me. Oh, not you, but is a lucky miner. I got really excited that it said solo block mined, and I was like, it's a good day today. But so this is the dashboard for it, and there is an event going on right now. They call them their power mining events, and pretty much how it works is like they rent out a boatload of hash rate, like 180 some petahash, whatever it is. Anyways, if you purchase hash rate on their platform, you get a power pass, it's called, and that allows you to participate. It's like a ticket that allows you to participate in these power mining events. And so a power mining event is they come in at like 180 petahash, and I think it's like, and don't quote me, I think it's like 3 hours long. And you have, as soon as they announce their event, you need to take your power pass ticket and just go on their site and nab a spot. And so my slot, it automatically picks it, is 12 o'clock today. So it won't be during this live stream. It'll be after the live stream. But from 12 to 12:30, I'm going to be at like, 10 petahash dedicated to just me and my solo mining efforts with Bitcoin Cash is how it works. And there's people hitting blocks all the time. I mean, this guy just hit a block right up here this morning, which is absolutely awesome. Yeah, look at that, 8:47 a.m. Let's see. I did a BCH block 2 mining event ago. Oh, nice. Very, very cool. So this is pretty slick. And you can, the slots fill up so quick, which is absolutely wild. Because you got to think of it like it's 3 hours. It's only X amount of hash rate and it's divvied up. Does Lucky require KYC? It does not. It does not require KYC. So that being said, mark your calendars, the 14th. Next Tuesday, we are going to be doing the Hobbyist Miner Power Hour. And we're going to drink beers, and I'm going to have some of the guys on from Lucky, and we are going to give away these passes an hour leading up to the event. And then the event's going to start, and we're going to give away more of these passes to people that if they didn't get in, they can do it the next event. We're going to hang out and just give out these power passes to you guys in chat. Like, you don't have to buy anything. You literally could just win a power pass, activate it on their site, and you can get in on the event. So we're going to do that next Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys are around. Feel free to stop in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Drinking beers and solo mining on lucky.net, which will be cool. So I'm going to claim my, every day you can come in and claim your spin. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. What's up, Mark Smith? Welcome. What's up, Scorpion Kingdom? Hello, hello. This is, so we go from our coffee to a Celsius Live Fit. My dog barking. Hopefully no one's here. What's up, Dizzy? Thank you, Dizzy, for coming in. Appreciate it. My pass is currently going on right now. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. All right, so let's see. What did I win here? 25 chips. You can use your chips to give you guys boost. You can use your chips to go ahead and purchase power passes. You can come in and you just do that every single day. So what I want to do is we're going to give away actually what do we have here? We're going to give away where is it? Let's find it. Where are you? You're going to make me work for it? You are. Okay, let me do this. We're going to give away some hash rate here to one of you guys. That does include a power pass, which is cool. So let me load this up real quick here. And then we're going to jump in. I got 2 projects I'm working on that I need your help on. So we're going to give away some hash rate here. Hang tight. Okay, we're going to give away 1 month of 1 terahash with a power pass. So if you win, you can activate the code and then hold on to your power pass until Tuesday. We can do it all together, which would be cool. I got the minimum amount of chips every day last week. Oh man, your luck is terrible. So I'm actually going to go in each stream. I'm coming in and buying on their store. I can't show you because I don't want to share any information I shouldn't. But let's go ahead here. Once I renew this, I'll show my screen. Okay, so I'm doing another 100 gigahash for 90 days. Nice. So I'll show you guys real quick here. Okay, now I can go over and show you guys my screen. So if we go back, I'm at 300 gigahash currently right now. And you might be like, oh, it's 300 gigahash. That's nothing. But the value is that you get these burst opportunities. So right now, I actually, even though I'm paying for 300 gigahash, I am getting almost 700 gigahash on Bitcoin Cash and 700 gigahash on Bitcoin itself, kind of split between the two. So I'm kind of doing a 50-50 split right now. Running 50 terahash for 3 hours right now. Can never get the two. Wow. David Hall coming in. Big dick over here. 50 terahash. David Hall, have you participated in any of the power mining events yet? Because this will be my first one. Starting here today at 12, which will be cool. Now, it is on Molepool right now. I was talking with them yesterday. They're going to be adding a handful of other pools. So I am thrilled about that because, I want to be able to pick my own pool, which I think would be really, really cool. I'd love to have that opportunity. All right. So that being said, anybody that's in chat right now, if you were to go ahead and do lucky mining, would you do Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash? Go ahead and post in chat. This is going to be your entry to get in, and we're going to give away the code today to one of you guys. That's going to be 1 terahash on lucky and a power pass. So just post in chat. That'll put you in the running for this giveaway. Post in chat Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. And that's going to be your entry method to win one of these passes. Go ahead and post that up now, and then we're going to use the Wheel of Names to jump in. You've done it 3 times? Wow, I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet at all. And I'm like, how could this go? Sounds like a fun time Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday's going to be good, William. I'm looking forward to it for sure. I think it's going to be a lot of fun hanging out with the community, chatting, having beers, and just seeing, I'm hoping that I can get in like slot number 1 so that like I can show my mining live on stream, which I think will be cool. When the flashing squares are all orange, your miner is offline. There you go. Excuse me. This is your second event. Nice, Steven. I used your code. Oh, appreciate it, David. Appreciate that. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a great success with Lucky. Very good for the channel. Very good for the community. A lot of people have jumped behind it. A lot of people enjoy it. It's been cool. It's been really, really cool. I've really enjoyed it. Working with their team. I actually met the Lucky team at Bitcoin Vegas, had a meeting with them, and my ideas already started flowing. 3 times for me, haven't hit yet. Maybe this time. I like it. I like the positivity. I like the positivity there, Dizzy. I think that's absolutely awesome. Okay, cool. So we're going to come in here, and I'm going to give it like 1 more minute, and then we're going to grab the participants list. I don't want to waste too much time. We got 2 topics more to go through that I'm going to need your help for, that I'm going to need your input. I'm going to need your expertise. I'm going to need your thoughts on. So I need you just to we're going to get through this. We're going to do our giveaway, and then we're going to jump into our 2 topics today, which will be a lot of fun. While we're waiting, we'll give it till 20. So 4 more minutes. While we're waiting, something to let you guys know about is some of you guys know I have a podcast, right? And it's been a quasi podcast, I'll call it. It's called the Everyday Miner Podcast. It's on 12 different platforms. If you guys aren't familiar, I'll put a link in chat here to it. And highly recommend you go check it out. Now, the podcast itself is quasi podcast, I call it, because of the fact that it is a lot of regurgitated content from the YouTube. So it is like, hey, I had a great talking head conversation interview with, whoever, your friend Andy, and that will get put up on the podcast. Or if there's a live stream where there's a lot of really good questions and answers, I'll take that and I'll put it up on the live stream. Well, this week will be the first week where I've recorded a dedicated video, 30 minutes long, that is audio or video just on a topic. So it's like I picked a topic and now it's getting added. So that's going to be dropping this week. So if you guys enjoy it, it'll be on the audio side. So if you guys are subscribed on all the different audio platforms, iTunes, you have iHeartRadio, you have Spotify, you have Amazon. It's on all of those, which is really, really cool. So that being said, all of those are out there, and it will be a video version will be as well. So that is going to start this week. My goal is to do a podcast episode every single week, 30 minutes or so. Most of the time it's going to be me. Every once in a while we'll have a guest. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be really cool. It's just, you know, I've wanted to step up and do more content per week. And I've also wanted to get you guys more content per week. And I wanted it to be more authentic. So I'm excited to bring that to you guys. I love podcasts. I don't know about you guys, but I love podcasts. I love listening to them when I'm working. I'm going to be doing dishes right after this. I'm going to be listening to something. It's just, I always find that's a great option as well. Checking in here, Casey said, I got the 1 terahash for 1 year. Heck yeah. BP says, Digibyte solo, then swap to BTC once a month. Oh, interesting. T Dragger, can you explain GeoNet tokens converting into real money? So real money, interesting. Don't use the term real money because the US dollar and fiat is not real money. It's actually more fake. They just print it out of nowhere. Like they're just like, hey, we're just going to turn on the printer and just print that money. That being said, GeoNet is a crypto token that you earn from your GeoNet miners, is what you're referring to. If you have a GeoNet miner set up, antenna set up locally. Right now, I have mine set up. They have 2 different algorithms in there. They have Polygon or they have Solana. And so for me, I have GeoNet on Solana. So what you go into your wallet settings on GeoNet on your account on the website and you pick your wallet. So for me, I picked, so you could swap between them. GeoNet Solana, that is on Tangem. I use it with my Tangem wallet. And you just put in that address and you will get paid out to your Tangem wallet. Great. That's like step 1. Step 2, the easiest way to do it is in Tangem. You can literally now just find the token you want, GeoNet Solana, hit swap and select Bitcoin. It'll use the exchanges connected to that. There's no KYC with Tangem, and it will swap your GeoNet Solana into Bitcoin. You're done. You're good to go. If you're looking to get it over to fiat, you need to look at different off-ramp opportunities. There's different exchanges out there. You have to do full KYC. You have to connect your bank account. And in that regard, you can use Bitcoin. You could swap it in Tangem to Bitcoin and then send it over to Coinbase and then sell it right to your bank account. That's how that would work. All right, so let's go ahead here. We're going to pick our participants that we do have right now in the live chat. So anybody that's been in here chatting, we're going to go ahead and pull you guys here. What in the world? All I want to do is do participants list. There we go. I'm like, what are you doing? All right, here we go. I got the participants list, which is up. Not a lot of you guys. You know, we'll give it one more second. Everybody, just in case it went ahead and timed out, everybody just say hello in chat. Anybody who's here, who's listening, who wants to get in on the giveaway for the 1 terahash for 1 year on Lucky, as well as the Power Pass, just say hello in chat. Just say hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. You know, what is going on, Oscar? What's going on, Joker on Q? Welcome. Krenner is here. Let's go. Jason Rody's here. Thank you, guys. Count me in. Adam is here. Heck yeah. Bauer, D-Rec, Mark Smith, Master. But there we go. See, you guys are flying by. Love it. Love it. And you know what? Giveaway, why not, right? Huge shout out to Lucky for providing these codes over to us. I do appreciate it. Heck yeah. All right. We're grabbing the list. Here we go. I'm giving it like 10 seconds because we got 2 topics to get into. I want your help. I want your input. I want your thoughts. I like it. Don't tell me what to do. Listen, Dad. All right. You're not my real dad, Patrick Murphy. Anyone else give Azza a try before it went? What's TU? I did not. Azza reached out to me a few times. We chatted. And there was a lot of uncertainty. Holes. What is TU though? I'm very curious now, Ray. Early live stream. What's up, Turtle? All right. Or Stan. Hello, hello. Okay, here we go. We're grabbing the participants list. Bare Naked Miner coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Man, who invited this guy here? But we will take it. Thank you for that support, brother. That is awesome. Thank you, thank you. All right. Nope. What is going on? What? Do? Heck yeah. We'll let that run real quick. Nope. My copy paste is not working. Please hold. Do. There's like 5 of those. All right. Nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. My mouse this morning. Guys, listen. I got my coffee. We're doing great, but the computer, she is not participating today at all. At all. All right, cool. It like zoomed in hardcore. Zoom out. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, Google Chrome? What's wrong with you? Zoom out. Reset. There we go. I'm not on the list, you liar. Get out. Get out. Listen, Control C, Control V. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. What's the new project? I got, you just gotta give me a sec. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. Let's refresh the page. And there we go. And we're gonna sort so we can get rid of the members at the bottom. This is a trick from Mr. Red Panda Mining. Oh yeah, I forgot, where was that? We were talking about Aza, and I was curious. It went, what's TU? What's TU? Who had mentioned that? That was Ray York. Very curious, Ray York. Anyways, all right, here we go. You guys ready? We're gonna shuffle this up. I'm hiding in my office. That a boy. That a boy. All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. And this is gonna be a code that I'm going to send to you. It's going to be 1 terahash on the Lucky platform, and it gets you your power pass. So if you get a power pass, hold on to it until Tuesday when we're doing the Hobbyist Power Hour here. We're going to be giving away a ton of passes. Love to see as many of you guys get in. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, which will be cool. Born ready. Oh, carbonation went down the wrong pipe. Who's it going to be? Oh, no way. Is it going to be Jason? Nope, not Jason. Tony? Oh, Tony! Joker? Joker. Suck it in! Suck it in! Ah, Casey Moulton. It's gotta be Casey Moulton. There's no way. Oh my gosh, it is. Oh, it almost went past. Casey. Congratulations. So Casey, go ahead and email me. I can put a link in chat here, ! email, and just have you verify your YouTube account with me, and then bam, Oscar, you were so close. I saw your name. And I will send over that code to you. There's my email address in chat, which is awesome. So close. I was like, oh, it's hitting Joker, because I think Joker's won some stuff on the channel too. And I was like, oh man, and then Jason just won a minor recently, I think it was. So I was like, oh man, so congratulations. That is very, very cool. All right, so let's get through the first one because I need your thoughts. What's up, Mr. Ben Smith? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. Do appreciate it. Good morning. Man, you like to log into these Thursday morning streams. You don't come to the 12:30 midday streams on Tuesday, but Thursdays you come in here at 9 a.m. But welcome. So anyways, guys, I have two things that I want to work on today that I'd love your help with. The first one's an easy one. I just want your input. I just want your thoughts here. My question for you guys is I am working with a company to build a home miner starter kit. A kit that would that somebody who is brand new to the industry, could be for Christmas, it could be for a birthday, could be for whatever. I am putting together. I am just the idea guy and some of the financial side from it, but I am not actually like shipping these or anything, but working with them to design them. I'm designing a brand new starter kit for new people stepping into mining. And so my question for you guys is, if you could design a starter kit of like, hey, someone gave you this box that had everything you would need to get started as a home miner, what would you put in that gift? What would you put in that box, that starter kit that would check the boxes for you, that would help you learn, would give you some tools to get started, but then also have some like really like fun things in there? So like for me, number one thing in there, like right away, is a Tangent wallet. Like that is on my list. It's like, it has to be like, and granted, I get it. There are some better wallets out there that some people may like, but you have to think through, okay, what is something that like a brand new newbie would want? Like that would make it easy. Like, let's not go tell them to get a Ledger wallet and try to figure that whole deal out. It's like you really need a Tangent wallet in there, right? Simple and easy, can be done on an app, can be set up very quickly, very easily. So Tangent's on there. So Tangent on there, which is cool. What is the, and you know what? C Renner, that's a very good point of like, what is our price range? Well, when I think about, like, let's think this through. Think through someone, let's say someone's going to buy this or it was going to be gifted to them. You have to stay within, you know, a budgetary figure. You're not going to go like, let's be honest, you're not going to go give like your brother a $500 little how to get started mining box, right? So where my mind goes is like 150 bucks. $150 is where my head goes. Maybe up to like 199, but no higher than 199. We can't go any higher than that because that gets really, really pricey, right? So Tangent wallet in there. The other thing I was thinking about, and you guys got some great recommendations coming in here from chat, is I was thinking of I was trying to decide, like, is a Bidax Gamma the way to go, or do we go something a little bit higher? But I think based off of price point, if we want to include some other really good stuff in there, like you can get some Bidax Gamma 601s now for like what, 65 bucks, 55 bucks. Like I feel like they're really cheap right now. So like, let's think, we got a Tangent wallet and we got a Bidax Gamma, right? Okay. And a Tangent wallet's like what, 60, Bidax Gamma's like 150 maybe, or I'm sorry, Bidax Gamma's like 55, 60. So we're at like 120 ish. Who's calling me here? I don't know who that is. So that's, so far that's what I have in my mind in this kit. Let me see what else other people are kind of thinking in chat here. Basic things, I guess, like spare parts for some basic miners, detailed instructions, and maybe a small toolkit that can be used for fixing things. Interesting. So here's another thing. Okay. I just thought about, so let me find this. I need to find, I have a list started. Here it is right here. Here it is. So we talked about the Tangent wallet, and I'm going to put a Bidax Gamma. Okay. Now, you guys had some really good other thoughts here. Having some type of instructions. So like inside that box, do we have a massive QR code that is like how to get started or step-by-step instructions? And then literally it's a video of me unboxing that starter kit and walking the person through step-by-step what everything is and how to set them up. So I'm going to do like QR code for step-by-step video setup, because as somebody brand spanking new, having a video that they can follow along with, I think is a great one, you know, for recommendations there. I would think a Bidax Gamma, a smaller Meanwell, the Tangent wallet, maybe some mods for Gamma to explore. Now, would a Meanwell be overkill? Ooh, I like that. Thermal paste. I wonder, so on the thermal paste side, here's a thought. Do you have, now is this too much? For a brand new person getting started, do we have a Bidax Gamma in there and then include thermal paste? And then in that video, like we take off the heatsink and we explain like everything about the Gamma. So a little bit more detail. This is an ASIC chip, right? And this is what uses the heatsink, but you need thermal paste in here. Or is that too much for somebody like brand spanking new? Byte is far less problematic than a Gamma. Byte possibly. The downside of a Byte is that like the Byte doesn't have Bitcoin, and I feel like most people stepping into this space, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, most people stepping into this space want like they want to at least participate in Bitcoin, right? Like that's kind of like their introduction. Now, the Byte is a good idea because you could do multiple algorithms. But let's be honest, like it's going to be tough looking at like with the Byte and different cards and stuff like that. Borstan says 150 will be hard. I would have hardware wallet, then cloud credits. What's cloud credits? With simple onboarding process to like Vast or something like that. The video series of how to run it. Interesting. Okay. Keep it simple and make the kit easily expandable by having a Meanwell or HP. Nerds would love the thermal paste idea. Yeah, I'm trying to think. You know what? Do we include the thermal paste? And then we say like, okay, here's a thought. So we have the tangent and we have the gamma. And then we say, this is thermal paste. And we explain what it is, talking about like, as your gamma ages, as it runs, depending on the environment and stuff, you may end up, it may start to get too hot and you may have to replace the paste, and then show like how to clean it and to replace the paste. Maybe that's an avenue. What do you think? Do we do that? Because understanding how to repaste a like a gamma is a great tool that carries into almost any other miner that you go to, right? That's what our thought is. I was new and my first miner is needing thermal paste. Would have been awesome if it was in the box. Okay, I like that. Like thermal paste. I like that. Just a little small tube, you know. So a 602 wallet, good PSU, neat case, maybe a clear explanation of pulls and stuff. Yeah. So do you use a hot wallet and then transfer to a cold wallet? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by hot wallet? I don't recommend anybody using it. Go full circle and include a node. Just go all the way around. That's like box 2.0. You know what I mean? Separate kits to progress the newbie. That would be cool. So here's some other stuff I thought about. So I created a list already, and we'll figure out price and everything there. The newbie would brush their teeth with it. Okay, so we said a tangent wallet, a BitX gamma, a QR code right in there that says step by step how to get through this with a full video and everything. Thermal paste, a Hobbyist miner sticker, a Hobbyist miner t-shirt, and a Bitcoin coin. This thing right here. So, as stupid as these like little things are, as a brand new newbie to the space, I love these coins. I don't know about you guys, but like there's something so rewarding about unboxing and getting one of these coins, these Bitcoin coins, and having them just around. It just is something tangible. Would you guys agree that like as little and rinky-dink trinkety as this is, it would be really cool to have something like this in this kind of starter box? It's not going to make or break things. So that's what I'm thinking so far. That's what I have on my list of like, hey, you're going to get started. Yeah, the coin, you were going to say a coin. So tangent wallet, BitX gamma, full QR code, step-by-step, how to set up everything, very detailed, super newbie specific. Thermal paste, and we're going to re-thermal paste it in that video. We're going to show people how to do it. Hobbyist miner sticker, Hobbyist miner t-shirt, and a Bitcoin coin. A letter of warning to run fast as possible. I like the letter though. Letter from me is going to be in there, which will be cool. I need one of those coins to remind me that I will never get a real one. Oh man, I have a coin and I use it like a fidget. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. They're nice things to get. Some of those coins can be wallets. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I will need the starter box. Nice. Add a list of potential upgrades. Interesting. Like, okay. I'm thinking about, I'm going to make a list there for for the video, the video that we would do with it, full unboxing, of the starter kit, what everything is. Oh, we have the tangent wallet in there, like setting that up, what everything is, setting up the tangent wallet, because that would be first. You would set up the tangent wallet before you ever went ahead and actually like set up the miner, right? Setting up the tangent wallet, let's go with BitX gamma, review, walkthrough, setup guide, start to finish. That'll include the pool, all that types of stuff. And then in that, we would also do thermal paste, re-thermal pasting. Let's see what else we got here. A way to monitor your electric bill. It's a BitX gamma. Come on now. What's up, the Cooking Mailman? Welcome. Instructions on how to reset and flash the update. Reflashing if miner gets bricked. Trying to think what else we would include in there. We got the tangent wallet, which is good. We got the miner, thermal paste, setup guide, anything else physically that you guys think we should add to this miner starter kit? So once again, our list is Tangent Wallet, BitAxe Gamma, Thermal Paste, Hobbyist Miner sticker, Hobbyist Miner t-shirt, Bitcoin coin, a letter from me, a 12-step program for when you get addicted. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So I'm hoping I can fit all of that into like $150. All those items, like $150 is kind of, can we do it? How much for setting my wallet as default wallet? Oh, there you go, right? Firmware update, updating the firmware that you're talking about in the video, right? Updating firmware. Got that. Noctua fan. I actually do not recommend the Noctua fans. So, quick little deal why. Noctua fans, you are prioritizing sound over airflow. And what I have found is that the Noctua fans, if you look at it in the specs, the fan spins slower, lower RPMs, which means lower CFM. Traditionally, based off of the way the fans are designed. So that being said, every time I've used a Noctua fan on anything, I've used Noctua fans on S9s, I've used Noctua fans on the BitAxe Gammas, they always get too hot. Oh, a stand would be cool. Hobbyist Miner stand for the BitAxe Gamma. BitAxe Gamma, Hobbyist Miner stand. That would be cool. That would be cool. Oh, I just thought of something entirely separate. I need to make a note. You guys reminded me of something entirely separate. Okay. Thank you for reminding me of that. Let me go back to our list here. Good morning. Good morning. So those of you guys that are just joining, I'm working with a company to build a beginner starter kit for getting into mining. Brand new. Like you want to give this to your brother who's been interested in getting started. You want to give this as a gift to someone. Brand new. What would be in this kind of starter kit? And so far we have a Tangent Wallet, we have a BitAxe Gamma, we have a BitAxe Gamma Hobbyist Miner stand with it, Thermal Paste, Hobbyist sticker, Hobbyist t-shirt, Bitcoin coin, that's one of these coins, and a letter from me. And then we're going to have a full QR code right in there and that video is going to go through unboxing the starter kit, walking through what everything is, setting up your Tangent Wallet, setting up the Gamma, start to finish. We're going to go through replacing the Thermal Paste as a like, hey, down the road, you may have to do this, which will be cool. What else? Anything else physical that you guys can think about where you're like, man, that would be, when I started, it would be great. Now we're talking start, like super, super early on. What are some things to know? I think, like what are some things to have where you're like, man, I wish I would have had that. That's where I'm going with it. Lots of coffee. There you go. That's right. We're at the Hobbyist Miner coffee. So I think that's a great start, is where my head goes. I do have to brainstorm a lot more, put some things together. I have a few meetings around this on, from suppliers and logistics and all that fun stuff, which will be pretty slick. So I think that'll be fun. Let's see. Which will be cool. But yeah, so that's something. Maybe some of them come OC straight out of the box. So for me, I wouldn't do that because I want it to be as stable as possible for people. And work. You gotta remember, newbies, because I don't want to turn them off by like, hey, you open it up, you set it up, and then, oh, so you know what? Something that you run into with a lot of these BitAxes is like the heatsink gets jostled a little bit in shipping, right? So maybe the first thing is like, hey, this can get bumped around in shipping. Let's make sure it's perfect. And we like take it off, clean off the thermal paste, put the new thermal paste back on, and then re-secure it. Because that's something that happens a lot. I don't know if that's happening with you guys, but like that happens a lot, is that heatsink gets jostled and isn't on the chip quite right. Some overclocking instructions to play with. Maybe, I don't know. That might be like a, hey, you're stepping into it a little bit too far. We got to keep it as basic as possible. Which will be cool. Discount on their next miner. Ooh, okay, I like that. So discount code for next miner purchased. I like that. That could be fun. Good call there, Bauer. The RPM Hammer Miner came with a factory already preset to OC settings right out of the box. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just trying to think through, like, we want this for as simple beginners as possible. Someone who barely can understand what Bitcoin is. You know what I mean? That's kind of where my head's at. Because there's so many new people I find coming into the industry that are brand spanking new, looking to get their first solo miner. That's kind of where my head goes. Okay, we got 2 more minutes on this subject, and then we're moving on to our last subject, which I think you guys will enjoy the most. So about 2 more minutes. Anything else you guys can think about that comes to mind for a hobbyist miner, or I'm sorry, I should say a beginner kit that you would love to give to your brother, to a friend, excuse me, family member, just looking to get into mining, and you're like, here, this is a great way to get started, you know, and here is a kit for you. You don't want to recommend taking it apart, because if they mess it up, you might have to replace it. Well, the challenge is, though, is that those heat sinks do get jostled, and I'm trying to, like, it's a teaching moment, right? We can teach them of, like, this is what the chip is, you know, let's look at the actual chip. The nice thing is those are on and off with just like these push pins, so they're really simple to do. Ooh, like a recommended toolkit. Ooh, that might be a lot more expensive, but like an iFixit toolkit, that might raise our prices for sure. A fireball from your shed, that's right. Here is your miner, and here's a fireball to put right next to your miner. High quality USB power supply and micro SD card and adapter for loaded with the latest firmware and backup. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Better quality. I'm just putting notes here. PSU, SD card. That's right. Include an explanation of what you are actually mining. Transaction fees. Okay, I like that. I like that. That is good. Free membership to Hobbyist Miner YouTube channel. I don't think it lets me do that. Like, I can't gift memberships. Universal PSU plug. So it's not. Ooh, okay, William. All right, all right. You need like a universal plug for not just US. That makes sense. Yeah, because then you have different versions based off of geolocation. I like that because it shows them what's under the heatsink and that it's not a big deal to take apart. Yeah, because let's be honest, the first time you take apart a BitAxe or a GPU or a full-size ASIC, it's a little nerve-wracking, right? Like, you're not really sure what you're dealing with. You're not really sure how to do it. It's like, listen, your BitAxe Gamma could have an opportunity to overheat. We're going to show you in 30 seconds the tools, you know, would be nice. The toolkit might be a nice additional purchase. Yeah, that could be like a, hey, you may need this toolkit, and maybe just talking about that in like the introductory video for sure. Okay, perfect. This was awesome. I appreciate you guys helping me with this. This is something that I'm working on the channel. And eager, let me set that for tomorrow. Eager to see where that goes. Okay, so let's move on to our second subject. So our second subject is, we have talked about on the channel doing this, and I want to get your thoughts, feedback on this, because I want to start to order parts for this. So let me come over here. All right. Nope. All right. So something that I've wanted to do is I have wanted to build a solar miner. I wasn't nervous. I watched your video 9 times. Nice. A solar miner. And this is mostly for fun, mostly to tinker, mostly for the channel. So here is where my mind goes, and I really need your help to help ground this. I want to put together a parts list, and then I'm going to order everything and do a video on it. And so where my mind goes, we'll explain it first, is I want to get a J hook. Those of you guys that aren't familiar, I'll look it up real quick here. J mounting hook. Okay. Nope. J mount. Maybe it's called a J mount. Yeah. Yep. There we go. A J mount. So I want to get something like this. Okay. Oh my God, we're all over the place. Here. Okay, something like this. It goes on the side of your house. Yeah, there we go. Can I click in? Yeah. Okay, a J hook. Okay, this is used on like dish networks or satellites and things like that. So I want to do a J hook, and at the top of the J hook, I want to do a small solar panel. And then I want the solar panel to go, we'll wire it down to go into a external box. What do you, external surface box, I think is what they call them. Is that what they call those? Let's see. Gray external surface box. Is that what it's called? I'm trying to remember a name on some of these things. And I think I'm striking out on these things. Kind of like a what do you call that? It's something like this right here. What is this, Home Depot? What do they call this? Weatherproof box. So it's a weatherproof box. Okay. Where did you go? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Something like this. Okay. That we would mount to the J hook. So we have a small box attached to the J hook. We have a solar panel on top. We have the surface, this external box, junction box. Thank you. Okay. Now we may also need, we have a few things we need to do. I also want to find an avenue to mount a little awning above this box. So we got solar panel, little awning for shade, also for keeping rain and some of the elements just off of it a little bit. Then we have our NEMA box. There we go. Thank you. And in that NEMA box, we open it up. So we open up this box here. Is there a picture of it open? Here we go. We open up our box, and in that box, we want to have, first off, we want to have, the cable's going to come in from our solar panel. We got to figure out like how many watts is that solar panel, and then we have to do here, Steven's saying, like a microinverter. So it goes into a microinverter and a battery, or here's what I'm thinking. I want to run a BitX Gamma inside of this. So we need to figure out how to power this. Okay. We need to figure out how to power this off of solar. How many watts of a solar panel do we need? We also need a cooling fan on each side that we're going to cut into our NEMA box here, our weatherproof box. So we have airflow coming into the box and airflow going out of the box. The little awning will give us a little bit of shade over the box for direct heat as well. Ventilation. Yep. Excellent. So walk me through, since this is a world that I have not stepped into at all, walk me through if I want to do something like that. So we have a solar panel, and the solar panel, we'll figure out our watts soon here. We'll figure out what we got out there. But the solar panel going to go down into our weatherproof boxing. We'll have a little grommet there, seal it up, whatever. The solar panel has to go into the microinverter first, or is it the battery first? How many hours a day? But I feel like I only want to be able to run this. Like I only want to run this. This only needs to run during the day. We call it the sun miner, right? It only runs during the day, and at night it doesn't run at all. Like that's kind of where my head's at. But I also wanted to look at, like, here was another thought. Okay. We're good. It's going to be within like my house or at the crypto mining compound. So it's going to be within wireless range. So it'll connect to like the home's wireless setup. And so my thought was the BitX could go into a smart plug, and that smart plug could be on a timer to only run during the day. So it only feeds power to the actual BitX Gamma like an hour or 2 hours in the morning. So in the morning, the solar panel is going to start to generate electric power, and it'll have some time before we end up needing, before that the smart outlet uses 1 watt. We looked this up the other day. The smart outlet uses 1 to 2 watts. So it would allow that solar panel to kind of trickle that battery, right? It's kind of what I'm thinking. Fully Electric says all you need is an MPPT with a small smart battery and takes the step down DC output direct to the miner with an inline fuse. I don't even know what the hell you just said right there. I use many smart plugs for my time to use. Yeah. Set up that in the microinverter. So we need to step back here. Okay. We need to step back because we're simplifying this down, because this is a world I've never stepped into before. And I'm going to make loads of mistakes. So what gets fed first, the battery or the microinverter? My understanding is it would be the microinverter, right? An MPPT. What the hell is that? What is that? Solar MPPT. I don't even know what that is. If you're going to cut the box, you might as well print the box. No, no, no. We're not printing shit. We're buying it. Time is money here, okay? I totally need to learn solar. Yeah, yeah. Okay. MPPT, maximum power point tracking, is a technology used in solar charge controllers and inverters to maximize energy extraction from photovoltaic panels by dynamically adjusting voltage and current to match the panel's optimum output. Interesting. Okay, so solar panel. Okay, I'm making a list here, people. Okay, I'm making a list here. Okay, so we have solar panel. We're going to figure out what solar panel wires down into the inverter. Okay, which is a micro inverter. Is the MPPT a micro inverter? Is that what is that what that would be? You might want MPPT, not PWN charge. No, micro inverter needed from the solar to the MPPT to battery to miner. No micro inverter needed. Oh, really? Okay, okay, okay. So we're going to go from the solar panel into the MPPT. Okay, so we go from solar to MPPT. Then from MPPT, we go into battery. We go from battery into some type of plug, right? Battery into a like, because we need a NEMA 515 plug. NEMA 515. And then we need our smart plug. And then we need our miner's plug into our miner. That sounds right. And micro, okay. So I am going to put this in chat and you guys tell me where I am wrong, because I don't know what I don't know. And I love learning new things, which is awesome. And then we can start to look at what actual parts we order for this, because that is where I am very interested. All right, I'm just putting this, typing this here. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, here's my list. Here's my list. Talk to Dan Bulmer. There you go. All right, paste. Okay, there's my list. Tell me where it is wrong. So solar panel into MPPT into battery into NEMA 515, a plug. I need a plug, like in the outlet, into the smart plug into the miner. You can set inverter to run off of SOC, state of charge, so it only runs when the sun is out. Interesting. I would probably have it run all the time to feed the battery, and then just have the smart plug turn on at like an hour. I don't know. We'll have to play with it like an hour after the sun comes out, is kind of where my head's at. So does that list look right? I just put it in chat. Tell me if you're like, nope, you're missing this, or like that is not. I mean, this is at like a really high level is what I'm thinking. And guys, this is like totally for fun. Like, I just want to create a video. I'm going to probably put this over at the mining shed property, and create a video building this and then like setting it up and installing it. Like, I'm just looking to have fun with this, is kind of where my head's at. So let's validate this list first. Once we validated the list, we can start to look at it. And I think that'll be good. Let's see. If you're if you use a smart plug, that's AC input, then you need a microinverter, but you can get DC smart plugs, but they are more expensive. Interesting. So if you use a, that's good to know. If you use, oh, thank you very much. If you use, let's see, a microinverter, then you don't need the MPPT. Is that correct? What's up, Mr. Mixie? Well, Mr. Mix5, Accurast? What's wrong with Accurast? What are you frustrated about? So yes, does the inverter, I really want to use the smart plug. I think it's the best way to control this, and you can put everything on a schedule, because then I could adjust timing much easier, I feel like. And it's more user friendly, a little bit more control in there. Okay, so Dizzy is saying if we go with the inverter, it replaces the MPPT. SOC control would eliminate smart plug and have miner auto run when enough sun is out. Interesting. So you could stick with an MPPT, and you wouldn't need to go with an inverter and wouldn't need to go with a smart plug. So would the SOC control go after the battery? Yes, microinverter has built-in MPPT. Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. What do you guys think is the simplest avenue to go? Like if you're looking to simplify this to make this as easy as possible, because there might be some other people that are like, I like this, I want to follow along with this. What is the simplest avenue to go? Like, how do we, I love the smart plug idea because that is like totally for newbies, but the smart plug also allows you to, let's see here. A smart plug would never know how much battery power is left, so it'll keep it simple. Well, I was thinking from the smart plug because then we could set it totally on a schedule, if that makes sense. Unify smart plugs are super useful if you are already in the ecosystem. Yeah, I probably would go with like a cheap one out there. Which mining app makes more money, Cryptex or Unmineable? It depends what you're mining. Like, what are you actually mining? Like the actual coin you're mining. 100 watt, 12 volt, solar panel. Steven, we'll have to come back to that. ASIC hosting. I'm so confused. A simpler way to turn off a DC system is to use a relay. And that sounds so complicated. Maybe I'm confused. Okay. Okay. So to use a smart plug, though, so a smart plug is AC and everything else upstream is DC. So your solar panel is DC, right? So my solar panel is DC. The MPPT or microinverter is AC. Your battery is AC, right? Just catching up on Chad here. I love it. Love it. A simple option. You could get a very small power station and it handles everything after this. So yeah, but I don't want to do that. I want to at least be in there. Panel is DC. Microinverter changes to AC. A gamma would run on when the power supply is enough. Interesting. Okay. So the microinverter, AC, yep, all the way through. Okay. I will put step by step in Discord. Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. So this is kind of what I'm looking to play with. I think it'll be a lot of fun, which I think will be good. Are we in agreement that we're going to go solar panel into an MPPT. Battery is DC. But then if the battery is DC, how is the MPPT? Doesn't the MPPT come before the battery and that's AC? Or does the microinverter go after the battery? Because if the battery is DC, why are we going back and forth? I love not knowing things. This is so much fun versus like, having you guys educate me versus the other way around when it's like just people ask questions and I'm like, here's what it is. Steven, probably, you know, you never know. You know, this is why we build it in a test setup and go there. Battery overcomplicates it, eliminate it. Okay, so here's a question. Okay, thought. That's a great question there. Do we need a battery if this only runs during the day? That's what I'm wondering. If we're only, like, realistically, let's be realistic here. Thoughts in chat. We don't want to go put a, like, 100-watt solar panel here, okay? We are powering a BitAxe Gamma. So, like, traditionally, a BitAxe Gamma uses, what, 10 to 15 watts, maybe? So, can we buy a solar panel that even on cloudy days is going to be sufficient, or do we need a battery in there? That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like, no battery needed. So if we don't do a battery, then we're totally reliant on the quality of the solar at that time, right? You see what I'm saying? So glad I kept my old GPUs. Things are better than gold to me. Nice. Solar DC, MPPT DC, battery DC, step down to 5 volt, and then the mine. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm looking at Fully Electric's list here. So the solar's DC, MPPT's DC, battery is DC. You get a step down to 5 volt, then the smart plug, right? Smart plug, and then the miner. Smart plug, then the miner is where my head's at. Tell me where I'm wrong. That's my day job, solar engineering. PM me for full DIY kit. Yeah, 100-watt panel to inverter to, yeah, because that's where my thought is at, is like, I think I would rather have a battery in there and do it that way. You need a battery if you do not want the miner to off when close to covers. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm thinking you need to have a battery in there. I guess my question is what type of little rinky-dink solar panel would you mount to a J hook to support a, let's say, a 15 watt bidax gamma? Is that what they use now? Like if I look here, I don't even remember what a bidax gamma watts. Let's do 601 watts. I mean, I know it depends on the fan and stuff. Uh, I can't remember. 17 watts. 17 watts. Sorry, no smart plug. You need to go back to AC to do the smart plug. But thinking through this. If we avoid the smart plug, okay? We avoid the smart plug. We get rid of the smart plug, okay? So, what is telling this to only what is telling this entire setup to not drain the battery trying to keep the miner online? Yeah, Todd, that's where that I was curious too there. I tried running a miner on direct DC voltage from a battery. It overheated when the battery is low. It requires a voltage regulator to keep that. Yeah. Well, interesting. I'm catching up on chat here. Less wiring. You can get a solar panel with a small MPPT made on it, then just clamp it to your battery. Let the sun control the run the miner. Keep it all DC, fully electric said. How's that going to do with the miner though? That's what I'm wondering. How's that going to do? That's what I'm wondering. Like, how's the miner going to do on that? So solar panel into MPPT, battery step down to 5 volt into the miner is what I'm reading. It would also smart to get some fuse extension cables that could protect the rest of the miner if one goes out. Interesting. $100 at Lowe's for panel. I used a DC contractor and a timer to tell it when to stop. Oh, interesting. So what size panel do you think you would need in this situation? 17 watts is what we would use at full usage. Is the rule of thumb like to double? Like, is it like, okay, we're at 17 watts, so do we look at like a 30 watt? The step down can be set up to shut off at a given DC input. Okay, got it. The miner is DC. Okay. So everything is DC through this entire setup then, is what you're telling me. So I'm trying a 60 watt. Okay, so people are saying 60. I mean, you might as well go more than you need, right? Because you have to think where my mind goes is like, we're in Pennsylvania, so we have a decent, significant amount of cloud cover, not a lot of peak sun. 100 watt, dude, guys, I'm looking at a panel like this big. It's got to be able to fit on a J hook. Like, is a 100 watt panel like? Isn't that really big? Let's look here. Let's just go. Let's just go on here and see. 100 watt solar panel. I think 100 watts is too big. I think it's too big because we're going to be looking at like, oh, this is that company that you were talking about. This is too big to put on a freaking J hook. Way too big. That thing looks massive. I feel like you're going to have to go like, here's 50. I feel like I have one like this. No, that's a lot bigger. 50 might be good. I have a second one, but I don't think it's going to work from my Solar X miner. Will you have to change your mind about the size? You will have to change your mind. Oh yeah, says who? Miners take 5 volt DC. Just toss the wall wart in the drawer with all the others. That's what I'm wondering. Now, where was that? Let me go back here. Is this it? Yeah. So on the back of this, we have like, what are these? What's this little black box on the back here? This little black box with this cabling. What is this? Tell me what this is. 250 watt or 100 watt is what I think you need. Interesting. 100 watt? It's so freaking big. Maybe you're right. Do I end up to, okay. Do we pivot a little bit here and we do a 100-watt solar panel on top of the storage shed roof? And then, I guess we could do that. And then do we wire everything down? Okay. I really want to do everything in like a built-in, like this storage box, but hear me out here. Do I have to go with a 100-watt solar panel? And you guys know more than I do, because if I have to go with like a 100-watt solar panel, my thought is then, do I just mount that to the top of my shed roof and then wire everything inside the shed? So I'm not dealing with an enclosure. Like I can put like a little, I don't know, like a little shelf in there and put everything in there is kind of where I'm thinking at. Dizzy says, honestly, I wouldn't plan on any panel to get more than half the wattage. That is when the battery is important. Okay. And Todd says, at 17 watts, that's a 408 watt per day, watt per hash per day in PA. You can get about 4 hours of full sun. So minimum is a 100-watt panel. If you want to charge on cloudy days, you need more. Okay. This is a learning experience. I appreciate you guys. We may have to continue this conversation. Honestly, I wouldn't plan. Okay. Check the Home Depot or Murat. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I don't think we have those. For those small portable and foldable solar panels, some of them are 5-volt output at about 6 to 100 watts, no bigger than that. And I agree on no battery. You only need the battery if you want this to run if there's no sun. Well, I'm curious on like, okay, interesting. But if you don't have a battery, then how do you keep that power consistent? You can find smaller 100 watts. Okay, interesting. I'm learning so much right now. I'm learning so much, which is fun. I'm just using Amazon as a spot. Small. I just put small 100 watt. Look at this little thing. There's no way that's 100 watt. Nope, that's not 100 watt. I think it's just because I typed in small. Oh, that's only 6 watts? Holy cow. Small was the wrong term here. So do we end up doing a little solar panel on top of our shed with like a, let's do kit. Let's see what we find here. Ideally, get a microinverter and a 400-watt panel. Oh my gosh, going crazy. Make it a 2-part system. Some people already have their panels. Go for 700 watts on your roof and put your BTC solar miner and Acrash box. We're just doing the gamma here. I'm trying to figure out, like I also, oh, look at this thing. What is that thing? Wanderer solar charger controller. This is a 100-watt, 12-volt solar panel starter kit. 100-watt microcrystalline. Is that something you guys brought up? Solar panel, 30-amp LCD, PWM charger controller, adapter kit, tray cables, Z bracket. That's kind of cool. If you do not have a battery, the miner will shut off the moment the panel gets covered by clouds and trees. Yeah, I feel like I want a battery. What about using a Jackery battery in solar panels? I'm trying to keep it more like tinkerer, build it yourself, and not just go buy a system is kind of where my head's at. Oh, thank you for subscribing there, Jonathan. Appreciate it. I have so much to learn. I have so much to learn right now. I'm just like, holy cow. Crazy. Crazy. I think I might, yeah, I think we might have to, oh, look, there's a battery there. Look at this guy. I'm muted here. Solar panel. That's great. Oh, is that what it comes with? This thing? Yeah, it comes with 100-watt solar panel. Okay. Adapter kit. I guess that goes, okay, from the solar panel to that. So that goes to the battery. Oh, look, that says MPPT. Look at that. See? MPPT charge controller. Okay. So that goes from there to the battery. Oh, a little button? What's that little button for? Does that turn it on? Okay. So that's like our MPPT converter. Okay. And then, okay, show me some. What's that little blue button on the battery thing? That plugs into there. All right. That goes into there. What's up, Mr. DJ? Look at that. Okay. Show me the next thing. Show me the next thing. Oh, are those brackets? So DJ, I am learning from the community because I have no clue about any of this. I am looking to find out. Oh, this has a mount, so we can mount this maybe on the roof of the shed. I am looking at a method to run a Bidax Gamma. This is for fun, totally for fun. A Bidax Gamma via solar only during the day. And like, what do I need to do that? Is kind of where my head's at. That's interesting, this kit. So the community is educating me because I don't know what I don't know on how I could pull this off for fun. Fun, we're putting that in there. And making a fun video with it, which would be cool. So I am trying to figure out along the way. So do we like this kit? I didn't see in here like where we could plug in. People are like DMing me like so many different things. I didn't see in this like, okay, we're getting the power to the battery, but then from the battery, what type of attachment do we use from the battery? Like, did I miss that? Did I miss that? Like once we get that, I don't even know. I like this a lot. Oh, thanks. I don't know what I don't know. I don't even think this kit comes with the battery. Yeah, it just is the solar kit. It's without the battery, is my guess. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of playing with the idea here. And some of you guys are over here like pulling out your hair like, oh my gosh, why doesn't he understand? Listen, you want to strip down an ASIC miner and you want to rebuild it? Let's do it. Figuring out how to do this is a whole new world for me. I really wanted to build all this on like a J hook, but it may make sense to just like mount a panel on the top of a roof and then wire everything into the storage shed on a little shelf. That's why I do custom plans. These cheap kits don't have everything you need. Well, of course, yeah. Do we care where people are from? Like, I'm from Europe. Maybe converters? Oh, I mean, whatever. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. I know everything you need. I like it. I like it. Use a 5-volt step-down converter to run the miner. Let's learn together. Yep, there you go. I have 2 KS7 lights. I'll get you the panel and the parts if you can fix my miners. There you go. KS7 lights. Those aren't even worth fixing, to be honest with you. Just putting it out there. Or wait, KS7. KS7. The KS7 light. That is, oh, that's the small little one, right? Ice River KS7 light. Oh, yeah. 4.2 terahash. Oh, that's a hard one. Does it have output pin something? Yeah, like that's what I'm not sure about. I'll have to take a closer look at it. Man, this is a topic that will it will be lots more planning before I get into this. It's definitely going to be interesting for sure on doing this. I am looking forward to it, but it's also like, man, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we end up doing with this. Because like my first thought was to take a J hook, put a solar panel at the top, put a little awning, put a exterior like box, outdoor waterproof box, put everything in there. But now, based off of like the solar needs of like the size of the solar panel, I feel like I need to get a 100-watt solar panel, put it on the roof of my shed, wire it into the shed, and then take a piece of plywood in the shed, mount it to the wall, and then build everything out and connect it all on the wall. So like, here's my piece of plywood, and screw all my different parts into it and wire everything on nicely, and then just have it all sitting in there. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking like is probably going to be the best outcome here. A small 12-volt 100-watt power inverter after the battery to get it to AC. Just so many options. Yeah, it seems like there are. Because battery could go 13 to 14 volts, and that could be too much for some 12-volt miners. Otherwise, get step-down converter. I like it. Sorry, meeting. Give me a few. Oh, you're good, Fully Electric. I think it's just good to hash this out. As I said, I'll be live for another about 10 minutes, guys. I don't think we're going to solve this in today's live stream, but I think we continue to talk about it and continue piecing it together. That's kind of my goal. And I think this will be really, really good. So where my head goes is Tuesday, we're going to be doing the Hobbyist Power Hour, drinking beers on stream, giving away loads of the power mining tickets. We have the whole power mining event. Can't wait for that 10 petahash. Each person is going to be wild. I think there's going to be 40 seats available. That's going to be on Tuesday. We're going to do that at 12:30 p.m. And then on Thursday, maybe Thursday is a great time to continue the conversation. This needs to be a set it and forget it system, so no smart plug, and I think it needs a small battery for the shade. Yeah, I'm thinking the battery is going to be the way to go. I like the smart plug because from a beginner perspective, it gives me the ability to set that schedule and then just pull from the battery. But you guys are saying like, hey, if we're only going to run this during the day with just solar, then you might not even need that. And I think you guys had mentioned like the MPPT microconverter will only provide power or something after the battery it has to be after the battery. So I'm not really sure on this layout. I'm still flushing this out because what I don't understand is the solar panel is giving power, or it goes into the MPPT. From there, it goes into the battery. But the battery, is it the step down that's saying like, hey, if we don't have enough power, we're not going to give any power to the miner? Mine starts at 12. Oh, you're right after me, Joker. You're 12:30. That's awesome. Energy lost to convert. Oh, got it. Okay, then you don't want to do that. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Like, the battery is just providing power. So, if we do the battery, which I think the battery is the way to go here, the DC step down to 5-volt, is that what tells it? Okay, that's what tells, like, if that doesn't have enough power, then it shuts off and doesn't provide anything to the miner. I believe Tech Wrench, let me know if you're correct is off of that comment. But that's what I'm thinking as of right now, is like, okay, what is my avenue forward here? But yes, this will be interesting. People are hitting me up on Discord with like all different things. Hang on here. Oh, that was a call voicemail. Okay. I saved up enough tickets for 3.5 hours. Wow. I guess you could buy multiples, right? Which is cool. Oh, for power mining. That's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. 3.5 hours, man. Let that run. Heck yeah. All right. So I at least have what we need. Not full details, but just at a high level, what we need to kind of make this happen. I'll probably end up having to go with like a 100-watt solar panel mounted to the top of the shed. Is what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking that's going to be the avenue. Just gonna make a note here, 100-watt. Now, Todd, you had said too, like ideally you'd love to go with like a 400-watt, right? To get like more power than you would ever need. Battery supplies power even if solar does not supply power. Correct. You just don't want it to overcharge it. Oh, overcharge the battery. Interesting. I don't think I'll have that issue, but you may absolutely be right. Is not the MPPT connected to both the panel and the battery? So a smart MPPT should be able to be configured to when a supply power to the miner. Yeah, that I don't know. Without battery, miner will just shut down during shade, but should fire back up the sun. Yeah, and that's where Dizzy, I'm thinking like I don't want that up and down. I think it's going to cause damage to the miner, questionability and stuff like that. Especially when you're solo mining, you at least want some consistency. I think is important. Battery ensures consistent power. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the way to go. I'm thinking also too, like, do you charge the battery? Is there a methodology to charge that battery up first before you put everything installed in place so that it starts out at 100%, I assume, versus like starting out at just whatever the battery comes with, and then it's the solar panel is more trickle charging. This is just me thinking out loud. I don't know what I don't know. Then the solar panel is just trickle charging that battery, and then the battery is powering, the miner. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, power from the solar panel is never consistent when I'm thinking, especially at this smaller size, is what I'm thinking too. But yeah, I think this will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. It is, we sometimes forget that as as much as we are in this for massive profitability, it's also a ton of fun as well. And we kind of forget about that. In future, please make a video on Acris and SellHasher Box about the profitability. So I'm never going to do a video like that. And here's why. I can do a video, and this is why I stopped doing straight videos, including massive profitability numbers in them. Great example, Acris with the phone SellHashers. I can do a video right now, and in 1 hour, that video is no longer accurate. Like, there's no point in doing a profitability video. It's YouTube. I can't go back and update that video. So, great example. I do a video on Acris right now on 20 phones on these makes and models and say it makes X per day. Okay, great, awesome. A year from now, Acris price is half of that. Now that video isn't accurate, and it's people get upset because that video, the profitability isn't the same. And then 2 years from now, Acris's price is 3 times what it is right now. And wait, this video isn't accurate. Your phones are making 3 times more. It's just talking about profitability in videos is tough. I can say profitability at this current time is, you know, $5 a day, but I have to be like, that is at July 9th at 10:24 a.m. I don't know what it's going to be at 10:25. That's why, and I'm not hating. It's just that, like, so many people comment on videos upset that profitability numbers. Dude, guys, I still have people that watch Ethereum GPU mining videos and go, wait, my RX 580 can make me $10 a day. Like, and like, it's like, oh my gosh, it's from 5 years ago. You know what I mean? That's why I try to stay away from diving too much into profitability. It just really varies for sure. Not overcharge, over discharge. Overcharge protection is already in the charger. If you over discharge, it could fail to start charging. Oh, I see. Interesting, Jason. That's super helpful. Lower your overall electricity rate and just plug in the device. This is for fun. I'm not worried about that. I'm not telling people to go out and spend thousands and thousands of dollars and become electrical engineers. I do not recommend that in any way, shape, or form. I don't recommend people spend a fortune on solar at all. Like, I talk about this all the time on my channel. I'm like, save your money and just go ahead and put it into hosting ASICs versus trying to run a full-size ASIC at home. I'm on it, Invincible. I'm on it. Easy. On it. Yeah. I'm not a strong believer in solar. This is just me on my soapbox for 5 minutes. I do not think solar is efficient enough to be involved with full-size ASIC miners. At home to play with, like what we're doing, great. Solar to help to offset or replace your home electric. If you're not a miner, okay, great opportunity. I like it. Smart. If you are involving mining, because I get it, guys. I was where you were. You buy 1 miner, then you buy 2, you buy 3, you buy 10, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, my solar panels are no longer covering my electric bill because I have all these miners running. It does not make sense. And then I know people that try to get a full size, but it's not free power. Solar mining is not free power. I hate that people use that terminology. I'm going to do a podcast on this, I think. Add it to my podcast list. Solar is not free. It's not free power. You pay upfront capital is what you're paying. You're paying X capital, build out, labor, parts, and then you're getting your electric bill at a decreased price. And if you're a miner, maybe you're not even getting your electric bill. Like, who knows what ends up happening there. But yeah, I know a lot of people try to take full-size ASIC miners, Bitcoin miners that are 3,000 watts, and they spend all this money to run a 3,000 watt miner from 5 to 6 years ago that makes a few dollars a day, and that doesn't offset it. It doesn't offset this at all. Like, that's what drives me nuts. It's like, take that capital that you would put in, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in labor, and just take that, and in 2 weeks, take that money, put it in ASIC miners, and start mining with it. Like, how long is it going to take you to make back thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars? It's just, it blows my mind. It's not free. It's not free. It's just crazy to me. Like, it's not free power. You're generating it, but it's not free. Wild to me. 3 years? Screw that. You don't have 3 years, guys. You don't have 3 years when you look at the grand scheme of things. The miners that you're running, nope, not a chance. Yeah. Well, and that's hard. Great point. If you don't make anything, sure, it's not worth it. Well, you're only running small home solo miners. You're not running full-size profitable day-to-day ASIC miners. So you're not going to make anything. You're not making anything doing that. It takes 1 year to ROI the miner and 3 years to ROI the solar. Oh my God. Oh my God. I would use just enough to use electricity from the house solar. Yeah, I mean, listen, you want to get solar and you want to take care of your electric bill each month? Love it. Love it. Guys, I have 42 panels. I have a 12 kilowatt system on my roof. I got it before I got into mining. It helps out with the electric bill. Before I got into mining, there were a few months where I didn't have any electric on it. Love it. Absolutely love it. So you think Voscoin will earn back all that money from the solar farm? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That guy's spending like, I have talked to a few people, in insane buku bucks. Imagine if he took all of that, bought miners right now when they're discounted, and in 2 weeks was up and mining. The amount of profitability that he would be bringing in with let's say he bought hydro miners with all of that, had them hosted somewhere. Man, you are yeah. I listen. To each their own, and I'm not saying listen. We all do stuff on our channels. I think it's great. I love the whole solar setup. Take care of your electric bill, put it back into the grid with net metering. Even though you don't really make much, you might as well just run Bitcoin miners and make more. I love that. Cool. Awesome. But like, that is going to be a tough pill to swallow there. Our 8.16 kilowatt system has been in place for 6 years and is getting really close to paying itself off. There you go. There you go. All right, cool. Lots we can talk about here. Lots to talk about here. I think we have to continue this in future live streams and figuring this out. I will bring the conversation to general chat in my Discord, which I think is really, really good. And then chat with some people. Love it. Keep the conversation going. Need some part recommendations, some things to look at. We would love to hear from it. Let's see. I did the plans for him to minimize the cost. Then he did it his way. The concrete alone was, yeah, I mean, it's just, there's a massive amount of, for me, in my world, I would rather take all that upfront capital and put it into miners and start earning in 2 weeks and be working on that versus, going the opposite route. But it is what it is, make a solar text chat in Discord. We could do that. That would be cool. I think that would be a lot of fun. $9.99 big coin BGC new SHA-256 coin. Look at this advertisement. Well, I appreciate the advertisement for your coin. People want to go ahead and speculative mine your coin, go for it. You know what I mean? Just don't install the wallet on anything. If this big coin BGC coin has a wallet, do not install it on anything. No, don't do it. All right, I am going to say goodbye. I have lots to do. I appreciate you guys. I'll make that solar chat right after this in the Discord. If you guys want to continue the conversations, you guys have recommendations, like, dude, that's the place. Pile it in there. That would be absolutely awesome. But guys, thank you guys very much for joining me today. This was a boatload of fun. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care. Later. Bye-bye.